Well, I think we welcome the review, in particular the high-level findings, the idea that CIL needs to be simplified, made more transparent, and look back at the original purpose of CIL to try and replace some of the tariffs that were in place in 2004, 2005, and actually have a more certain system for capturing developer contributions to infrastructure more consistently, so across the spectrum of developments, large and small. So from that perspective, I think that the review's findings and recommendations are to be welcomed. I think there are concerns about the recommendation ultimately to abolish CIL because the review itself is, as I say, very high level. And there are some internal inconsistencies, I think, which need to be debated a bit more before a government should pronounce, I think, in the autumn budget on the future of CIL as part of the overall picture for developer contributions. And in particular, the review recognises that it's actually too early to tell on CIL whether it's been effective, and it also identifies areas where, as in Wokingham, as in the mayoral CIL, both high and low charges have been effective in achieving the original goals for CIL. So I think we need to be cautious about the idea that we just junk the system, not least because there's a real risk that we end up with a set of transitional measures to put something new in place, which creates its own rigmarole. That said, I think there's a stage which isn't addressed by the review, which is the changes to CIL which are needed right now. And by right now, we mean yesterday and the day after the general election. And those are things which it would have been good for the review to highlight, that whatever view is taken of the developer contributions package in the way that the Housing White Paper's indicated over the course of the autumn and winter, regardless of that, there are some specific things about the CIL system which need to be fixed immediately. And I would have expected the review to actually highlight those much more explicitly, because it does say that there'll be a transitional period towards abolition anyway, targeting 2020. So we're always going to have a period where CIL remains with us. And there are some things which need to be fixed. The games that are being played around indexation, the way that CIL functions for phased schemes, some of the injustices around the way that the appeals system for CIL works, and just some of the elements of the regulations and Regulation 40 for calculating CIL that just don't function at the moment. So there are dysfunctional components. We need to fix them. Government needs to grasp that nettle now and well before the autumn budget.